Hey guys, I just want to give you a quick little behind the scenes look today at some of the opportunities that come up for social media creators once you get a decent sized following. Pretty weird stuff starts to happen pretty quickly. And this is not about like, I'm not going to put anyone's name out there or any company's name out there or anything like that. This is just one example of many. It just came through today and I just felt like I wanted to share this with you. So I'm just going to read a few key parts from this email I received. Scott, do you want to build a cult-like following of hundreds of thousands in the shortest amount of time as possible? This could generate you up to 10K in revenue within 90 days. We will help you monetize your audience to the greatest degree possible to support your bottom line. Now those are just a couple. It's a much longer email. Those are just a couple quick parts of it. I don't know what the proportion of social media creators who actually like do their own stuff is versus how many are hooked in with an agency like this who is using tools like using AI and analytics and things like that to basically generate the most popular content possible. I don't know how many people actually just speak off the cuff versus how many are reading from a script that was generated by committee based on what will generate the most clicks or revenue. What I do know is even if a person does not create a social media channel with the express intent of making money, once you get a decent sized audience and things like this start to come in, whether you think this is legit or not, this happens all the time. It's very, very hard to resist. And I would tend to assume that most large creators that receive opportunities like this all the time probably take at least some of them. And you probably already somewhat know that. I just want you to really think about all these people you follow on whatever platforms you're on and all the things they tell you. Just be so careful about what you let in. Be so careful about what you take seriously because this person who you think is like so cool or so helpful or has this life you want or can guide you to a better life or whatever, who knows how many of them are actually just sharing their own experience with you and how many are just like reading off a by design template designed to maximize clicks and revenue. I'm kind of a cynical, pessimistic type person. I tend to assume that like 90+% of social media content falls into the latter category. And this isn't to make myself sound awesome or trying to be like, oh, I'm the only one who still has morals and values. It's not that at all. I am in a good position because this is my side gig and I have a main career that I've had before social media. So I don't have to maximize my revenue from social media. And I know that some people do, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that. People are allowed to make a living on here. In fact, I think it's great that people can do that. More jobs is good, right? I'm all for that. But for you as the consumer, it puts you in a difficult spot because it's very difficult to separate who is genuine and legitimate from who is just in it for the money. And I don't know how to tell the difference. I'm just being honest with you. But I mean, I'm not even that like my total audience size between YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram is like 300,000 people, I think, which is simultaneously is huge. Like that's amazing to me. I also know big picture wise, like I'm not that big. Like I'm really not a big deal. There's dogs with more followers than me. So I'm not about to get a big head about that. But I would assume that the larger the channel, the more likely it is that they are essentially just an agency with a figurehead. And the person who you think is so cool and so helpful is basically the spokesperson for a corporation. I mean, most of them probably are literally corporations if you look at their like business documentation. I don't actually know how you do that, but I'm sure you can. Most of this stuff is just designed to extract money from you. That's what most content is made for. Whether that's directly because they have a product to sell you, and again, I'm no hypocrite. I have a product to sell you too. So I'm not saying everyone who has a product is a scam artist because that would put me in that category. But whether it's designed to sell you a product or just designed to get eyeballs for ad revenue, just be careful about who you trust. That's really my core message to you. Because I get again, I lost my way a little bit there. I get multiple emails like this every day, and I'm not even that big. And even somebody like me who like this is not my primary source of income. And I get an email like that, and even though it sounds really sketchy and it kind of rubs me the wrong way, yeah, I could use an extra 10K. Who couldn't, right? So there's a part of me that's like, ooh, tell me more. Please teach me how to become an internet cult leader so that my cult-like followers can pay me thousands of dollars for the products that you help me create and sell to them. Like it's so gross. But I do want 10K. Like I really would love to have some extra money right now. So it's hard to turn this stuff down. And I tend to assume that most people take some of these offers. Now I do occasionally work with companies who I think have an amazing product that I do want you guys to know about. Like that does happen. I'm very, very selective about that. I don't know how selective other people are. I'm gonna get to rambling if I keep talking. This was just meant to be a quick little video, but just be careful. Be so careful about who you trust on here and how much you let in the perspectives and opinions of people who you actually know nothing about. You have no idea who any of these people are behind the scenes. No idea if the things they're telling you are their ideas or other ideas, if they've actually lived them or if they're just making stuff up. If the life they portray to you is their actual life, or if it's something fabricated or designed to maximize their following and maximize their popularity. I'm sure a lot of this stuff is fake. I don't know the ratio, but a lot of it is fake. So whether it's something that's convincing you to spend money or just like making you feel like crap about yourself because this person seems to have this awesome life that you cannot even fathom, so much of it is manufactured by committees and corporations for money. That's the bottom line in our society. It's is money. So just be careful. That's all I really wanted to say, and I said it in a very long and rambling way. Take care. I'll see you guys later.